Hi guys, and welcome to the final video in this particular round of lessons for data transformations. And yes, as you can see behind me, the reciprocal transformation is what we're going to deal with. Hi, I'm Darren, otherwise known as Maths Guru, and it is good to see you. Have you subscribed? No? Then do me a favor, that doohickey in the corner if you're on YouTube, or in mathsguru.com will allow you to subscribe along with the 8 members of my family who are watching. Hey mum, dad, and anyone else out there who knows me, good to see you. If you can tell your friends about me, that would be good as well, but that would be weird. Anyway, what is the reciprocal transformation? Well, if you're already aware of the log transformation, the square transformation that we did before, then you're pretty much set for this one. But in the same way as I've done for previous videos, here we go. There is our circular transformations, which we've now met twice or 3 times before in previous videos. Yep, we know that we can now, by using a series of wonderful transformations and our CAS calculator, transform curve data into hopefully a lot more linear. I'm not saying it's perfectly linear, but a lot more linear. We've dealt with the x squareds and the y squareds. We've dealt with log x and log y. We're now going to deal with reciprocal transformations. Oh, let's actually put the highlighter back on there, Maths Guru, and say that our reciprocal transformations are 1 on x and 1 on y. Now, reciprocal means just that. We take a value, we do 1 divided by that value. Yes, okay, so we can have 1 on x and 1 on y. How do we put that into my calculator? Exactly that way. 1 divided by x or 1 divided by y, if you're interested in how to do this in a moment. What does this actually do to our data? Let's have a look. So, as we've done previously, the reciprocal transform can do something like, well, let's choose one. Which one can we choose? 1 on y. Yeah, let's do that one there. So we've got data that looks kiss, 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 and more kisses. All right, so what have we got here? Well, this is on my normal graph, that's called y, and this one's called x. So what we're looking at doing is doing a 1 on y transformation, a 1 on y transformation. Now, how on earth does this work? Well, I always like to look at numbers first. And if I do the reciprocal of any number, what I'm really doing is I'm flipping a fraction upside down. Way too much and way more for outside of this video than that. But what I'm trying to say is, if I have the number 10, which is really 10 on 1, then the reciprocal of that becomes 1 on 10. Whoa! And if I had 100 on 1, the reciprocal of that would become 1 on 100. If I had 2/3, for example, that becomes 3 on 2. All I've done is I flipped the fraction. Now remember that any whole number is a whole number that can be divided by 1. But what we notice here, 3 was on the bottom, now 3 comes on the top. Now 2/3 is a number less than 1, but 3 on 2 is like 1.5. And what do we notice? Well, we've got a big value here, becomes a really small value there. So 10 becomes 1 on 10, a small value. So what actually happens, believe it or not, when we do this, and let's move up and show you how it works. If I have crosses like this, then this value here, we're going to do a 1 on y transform. So reading off this y value here, it's fairly small yet. And what did I say would happen? Small values flip and become big values. So funnily enough, this value may end up somewhere up here. Then we move along to our next value. There's that value there. It's getting slightly bigger. So when I flip it, it'll be smaller than the next one. So you get something like this, and then something like this, something like this, and something like this, and something like this. Now I know I've drawn this perfectly straight, and the chances of that happening in real life are slim to 0. But the general idea is that we turn that sort of curve, if that's the right way for you guys watching, that way there, is now turned into a much straighter line. Okay, so that is our reciprocal transformation. As I keep going on about, and if you've already watched this, you'll know what I'm talking about. Y equals mx plus c is my equation of a straight line. But here we use y is equal to a plus bx. Now don't press stop, not just yet guys. This is a preview video and you've reached almost the end of it, but it does continue over on mathsguru.com. Mathsguru.com, yep, that's my custom website. Bits of it you can see around me at the moment. That has been designed to allow the videos to be easier searched than they are on YouTube. So you can search by chapter, by textbook. Each video has downloadable notes for you, so you can put them in your summary book or your exercise book. There are exam questions, and there is more and more content and more stuff coming. as time allows. So head on over there. It's absolutely free to sign up, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure that you guys enjoy maths and actually take out the mystery of maths. It is not as hard as you think. It is all smoke and mirrors. Okay, thanks very much. Take care, guys. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Stay safe.